Alright folks, we're back, and it's time for the Luftwaffe to show us why it has such an awesome name as Luftwaffe. Love to be able to get rid of these anti-air, but in the meantime, I feel like there was a KV-2 tank up here someplace. Yes, there was. Let's see if we can't do something about that. Tank killers, it's us against them. How much range have you guys got? 2! Perfect! You won't even be able to make me pay for this. It'd be really nice to finish them off outright, but that's asking a little too much, says the preview. And I didn't even come close. That was actually a bad roll. Meanwhile, if you come over here, well, you should be able to stand up against these flat cannons without losses. Maybe some minor losses. Yeah, good work. Seven suppressed. Great. All that really means is that I can let my armor here concentrate on the armor, and I don't have to put a huge amount of energy into taking care of the artillery. Although now that I'm thinking about it, that was probably not the very best use of such a powerful unit there. Oh, cool. These guys out of ammo already, or what's... Well, they have no experience. That probably was to my advantage, I'm sure. Okay, if I get these guys to retreat by blowing up 4 of them like the preview says I should... Well, no, not quite. Okay, that didn't really go all that well. So I might not take this city on this turn after all. But I should be able to hopefully dislodge those Soviet engineers. This is going to be tough, folks. I was really hoping I'd get off the first shot outright, but... Now their anti-air will probably go in and take over the city, unless... No, I can't prevent that. Gonna do something about these guys, though. Once again, cross-firing artillery. This is not going to go my way. These recon units really ain't that useful, folks. But I was able to scope this city out with them. I decided I'd actually use them for recon. Go figure. Maybe I can get rid of these guys and free these tanks to go into the city and stop, Damn! I just don't want them putting another unit in that city. Obviously, I'll be able to take it. Still be able to take it. It'll just be annoying. Maybe if I get rid of those guys, I should be able to drive into the city. In the city. There we go. And the anti-tank guns get off the first shot. But they don't do any harm. Just some good old boys, never meaning no harm. Just some good old Soviet anti-tank guns. Yeah, it wasn't that impressive a fight, but whatever. Maybe you guys can finish them off. That would be nice. And I can try to deal with you guys. Putting those guys here is a good move because the anti-tank guns I'm hoping will be stupid enough to attack. Excellent, although now they've retreated right into my own... Yeah. Getting experience the hard way. Crap. I have to remember, those guys are core units. I don't want to forget that I've got core tank units now. I have to take care of them. Oh, well, nobody's going to come attack them. They've got support. This is just basically me trying to waste the ammo of these guys. But it would be nice if they managed to destroy one. But all in all, that was just a big waste of everyone's time. They've still got plenty of ammo, though. That really didn't accomplish much of anything. Alright. Meanwhile, I guess you guys can help out with this. You'll have to make your way over there if anybody attacks those bombers, but I haven't really got them set up with escorts anyway, which I should have, to be cautious. Red Air Force might show up in the next turn and start tearing into these Junkers. This might cost me, but... So there's a guy here that'll need to be taken care of, but I want to get this city so they can't deploy from here. Yeah, I was really hoping this would go a little better than the preview says it will. Yeah, that didn't go my way at all. Not at all. Let's get you guys over here. Well, hold on. What's their spotting range? 1. So you guys can come here, and they won't know you're there. I'd have to get very unlucky for them to wander up and attack. Meanwhile, you guys got pretty heavy entrenchment, so you're not going anywhere. And where's that artillery that did so much damage in one of my tanks? It's up here somewhere. And we got the Red Air Forces showing up. We got to deal with them too. You flew right over by the cover of your own anti-aircraft guns, you bastards. I guess I could let them go. They're a bomber. They would potentially fuck up my naval Werfers pretty bad, though. Nebelwerfer. Achtung, es ist der Nebelwerfer. Ich bin Heinrich von Nebelwerfer. It'd be lovely to get rid of you guys so I can finish off the artillery. But you are not going to go down without a bit of a fight. I do mean a bit of a fight, though. Then again, if I can't dislodge them, I won't be able to deal with the artillery this turn. But I did dislodge them. Yay! Can you guys do this? Let's not use you. Let's use... No. Let's use you. Ah, crap. I was hoping they would... if I couldn't kill them, that they actually wouldn't be suppressed. They've only got an entrenchment 2, so I should be okay here. But yeah, now that they've been forced to retreat, they can actually take on reinforcements. Yay! At this point, as a Panzer general, I have no idea that Hitler's goofy enough to try to invade America. I probably think it's all going to be smooth sailing from here. If I can take Moscow, I'll have a well-earned retirement. Yak 1M. Oh, crap! Should have gone with a higher experience unit for the first attack. Casualties tend to be so high in fighter engagements like that. So I'm gonna finish them off and then park on the other side of this yak here so that it can't go anywhere. And potentially finish them off here. Not quite. Alright, I do have another yak unit that can finish them off, so you guys will actually fly over here and give me a preview of what's going on. And we've got a lot of our... I mean, obviously, Vyazma. Oh, I remember that from Allied General. This is where the counterattack... When you just successfully defend Moscow, you have to have a counterattack here at the Vyazma. Oh... No, I should have made them fly down here so I could scout where that artillery was at. Shoot. I'm expected to lose one here. Oh well, I got the first attack off, so I probably won't. I only suppressed 6 of them, though. I did destroy one, that's nice. Yeah, no losses. No waffles! I got a good view of what's going on. And I can see they got a little cluster of troops. There's no city there, but it's kind of like a city defense cluster type of thing going on. Do I have another suppression bomber? I do not, which means I don't really feel comfortable trying to bomb them because they've got air defense. So it looks like my my forces are just going to have to deal. My ground forces are just going to have to deal with them. Rugged defense. This is elite Panzer unit moving against artillery. So the rugged defense really didn't mean very much, but still, it was frustrating. Maybe I can use bombers down here after all. Defensive artillery is not going to mean much against these guys, although artillery did take out a bunch of my tanks earlier. Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's a 4-star plus unit. That was a 5-star frog splash, folks. So apparently these guys are also not going to be affected by the artillery, if the preview is to be believed. But again, I might be taking too many risks here. Yeah, I lost one. I should be free to bomb them into oblivion now. Oh, I did have another suppression bomber. No. And I have another fighter who's going to... Well, I need to get rid of these guys. I'll need to use my ground forces to get rid of them, or they'll have a shot at my fighters, which is unacceptable to me. Sadly, those bombers, it looks like, are going to be able to potentially escape, although there's nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide! Actually, no. I forgot. I have them trapped up here. Yeah, they won't be able to get out because they fly south. They could potentially go out really long, circuitous route here and not hit zone of control of any air fighters once I move these guys out. But, oh, and you guys can actually finish them off, just so that they don't reinforce. It's kind of a waste of such a powerful unit, but this will prevent them from being able to reinforce that unit. And hold my guys up here north of the Mezol, whatever it's actually called. And, what was I saying? Yeah, these guys still haven't moved. These guys have a range of 2, right? Yes. Might not be a bad idea to start in on this poor guy from a distance. Although, probably should have gone against guys who were closer. Only 2 suppressed? Really? Oh, really? But I knocked out a bunch of their ammo. These are the tanks that when I play Allied General, I'll probably have as the backbone of my army for a long time. They're pretty good tanks. And I am not really learning my lesson from the last battle. I'm not planning on leaving a bunch of guys in these cities. Oops, can't take that back now. Oh well, good thing they're elite. Figured if I came down here, these guys couldn't attack them after they attacked the artillery, but they ran right into these guys in their entrenchments. So they'll be okay once we get them out of their transports, but attacking with transports is generally just the sign of an impatient general. And as you can see, even with the weather good, these Soviet terrain is difficult to move through. I had to take them out of the trucks before they could advance through the swamp. Yeah, I knew it wasn't a good idea to charge forward. I'd forgotten about this artillery unit, but I knew it was not a good idea to charge forward as far as they could, since I had such a limited visibility here. These guys will probably have 15 experience by the time I'm able to upgrade them. Certainly if I go for a major victory here, they will. Entrenchment of 3, entrenchment of 2... Wow. They're expected to take out all... I don't think I've ever seen an expected kill score of 11 on the little preview thing there. That's pretty awesome. Alright, now I said we need to get rid of these guys, so let's get on it. Oh, they launch rockets. I forgot about that. Not really that impressive there, but still. Oh no, I don't want to put them in range of the artillery. Oh crap. What do I do with these guys? I'll go ahead and put them there because these guys have a range of 3, but they can't see that far. That's a little bit more like it. These guys have a spotting of 1 also. So these guys should be safe. Let's try to finish you guys off. And not succeed. Even crossing the river, I should be able to finish them off. But no, not happening. Still, I feel like I'm advancing fairly well. But, you know, we've still got some tough fights ahead of us here. I think most of the best of the Soviet forces were lined up here on this front line, but yeah, it's not something where you just crush the front line and then charge forward and there's nobody else to fight. They will be putting up resistance the entire way. I'm surprised I'm only supposed to destroy 4 of these guys. These tanks are a little bit better than I'm giving them credit for. This will be it for you, I hope. Finish these guys off. Supposedly with 1 single attack. That did seem a little too good to be true to me. Alright, that's our, those guys are out of ammo, so that's our fighter saved from, any serious repercussions. So, these are super awesome new transport trucks that look like little... It's like a little car with a dude sticking out with a gun. It's pretty awesome. I'm thinking. Don't think I can do this all in 1 turn anyway, so... If I brought him up here to kill the artillery, these guys might have come up to kill the anti-air, but the anti-air is out of ammo, and I wasn't going to attack a entrenchment for Soviet engineers. I mean, I could. It says I would win. I probably would, but it's a gamble that isn't necessary at this point. Good stuff. Alright. That's all my units. So let's save this mother. And let's end our turn. And let's get bombed. Oh, but we actually got to fight back a little bit. Yeah, a full-strength bomber coming to attack these guys on the transports. This could get ugly. I just really don't want them to be wiped out. And the 9439 Bear Infantry is going to not go down without a fight here, because they got 2 stars of experience against these guys. So they should get all the first attacks. So this other group is probably going to attack them too. Yep. And they'll get the first attack again, which should damage these guys enough that now they can't finish them off. So that's good. That's very good. Although they're not going to be taking over any cities anytime real soon. Damn! Oh, I figured the infantry would attack them. If I'm really lucky, they'll withdraw here. But, no, probably even luckier to just have them take only 1 damage. Because now the infantry are going to attack, probably. This is not a surprise. One of the reasons I parked those tanks up there is figuring the anti-tanks would attack them. Which is almost always a stupid idea for anti-tanks. To attack tanks. Anti-tank guns are best used by placing them in a position where the enemy tanks have to attack them. That was just stupid. Again. Attack broken up. And, yeah, my elite infantry guys came out of that without a scratch, so that's pretty good. Let's go down there and figure out what we're doing with this situation. Anti-air guns in the way, which makes it uncomfortable to start bombing those guys. But now that there's no artillery on them, oof, that's still a dangerous thing to do. Maybe I could bring in my bombers. I don't have any suppression bombers that are close enough to help. Alright, let's put that off until I've had a chance to think. Because that fight could get ugly, actually. But I do want to deal with those... the bomber who showed up and attacked one of my guys over here. It'd be nice if you could finish these guys off outright. And you did. Good job. Wow. Okay, this is getting bad. Damn. Forgot about these guys, but at least I didn't get a rugged defense from slamming into them, because I just passed by them without going right into their hex. Okay, there's no doubt about it. I need to get some air power down here. I got auxiliary Panther 4D tanks and really no tank killers of any description. These guys can't get far enough, but they can move in this direction. And probably finish these guys off outright. Four lost 6. 4 and 3. 4 and 2. Or I can just bring these guys in to help mop up. We don't really know what they'll be facing in this further along this way. Alright, let's start in on these guys. Shoot, I was really hoping to get the first attack there. Yeah. Gonna take some losses if you start trying to bomb anti-aircraft positions. But no more anti-air here, it's just the one unit it looks like, so that's good. We got an ammo of 1. So I'm hoping these guys can take slightly less damage than it looks like they will here. And they did. Okay, good. Really, I'm about making sure that I use up the last of the ammo that those guys have. I want to bring these guys down here to help. But I can't do anything right now. There's no place that it's safe for them to bomb, so they'll be wasting this turn. Oh, this is tough. I'll bring you down here and keep you ready for the next turn. That's what I'll do. Meanwhile, you guys... I flew you too far out of position, really. I wanted to bring them down here so that later they'll be ready to go after those tanks. I want to do as much damage to the tanks before they get to my ground force as I can, because I'm using 4Ds, which are not good tank killers. Tank killer. That's really a futile move. But I can start wearing away at these guys. Oh, I'm even expected to kill one. They do have some anti-air attack ability, though. Which sucks for me, because it means I actually lost fighters there. And there's more tanks. So I don't really have enough tactical bombers here, do I? Oh, and even more. Shoot. I didn't realize there. I would have left those bombers up there. Those bombers are the ones that spotted those guys. No, this is a problem. I don't have anything good to kill Russian armor with. The next battle, if I can just get a minor victory here, even the next battle, I should have much better stuff for fighting their armor. Oh, are you sneaking around over there? You're a sneaky little fella. The Law 3. Wow, I really didn't do that well against them. Only killed 3 with the first attack. Well, 4, because they started out with strength of 11. Do we even have it? Oh, there's another wing of them. I've got bombers flying around unescorted, so I just want to do as much damage to these guys as I can. Not necessarily finish these guys off, but just make sure there's nobody in play that can really put a hurting on a fighter unit. And even my 5-star tanks are not guaranteed to be able to do anything against the Russian armor in this scenario, because they're anti-personnel tanks primarily. There's probably infantry interspersed throughout those little sections as well. This is a risky move. I really hope I get the first attack. Okay. Now I gotta put tanks in here to stop them from getting counterattacked. This isn't really that wise, but I'm just want to make sure that they don't have a huge amount of force to throw at those bridging engineers, and the bridging engineers end up getting wiped out. Okay, it's a little better. Oh, excellent. These guys will come down here and attack them. If they do this in the right... Yeah, those guys could still be in real trouble. Oh, there's more guys. Oh, I didn't see you guys down here. Oh, man, I'm retarded. I could have done so much with this... Ugh. Well, I can still weaken those tanks badly. That's what I needed to do. So that's... Okay, actually, these guys wouldn't have made a huge difference in what I'm able to do here with those ground units. Because my big key is that I've got to get rid of as many of these tanks as I can. Survive, guys. Woo, only one of you got killed. That's acceptable, I guess. Okay, good. This thing's out of ammo, so I need to get rid of these guys outright, and then whoever's left and feeling like getting some free experience can go work on those anti-air. Sadly, my core tank unit that's a good tank killer is probably needed elsewhere to finish these guys. These guys get over there. They can come up here and take losses. But hey, it's my best way to get them experience right now is to have them totally fail in their duties. This would be a good thing. Get rid of these guys. Didn't exactly go as well as I was hoping, and crud. I always act so surprised when I see Soviet infantry, but I mean, that armor. Really shouldn't be that big of a shock. Should have done that obviously before I had my core units attack. Shut up. I realized that you do not need to bring it to my attention. These guys might need to move north and help with this. Be lovely to get rid of these guys. Boom. Hopefully nobody gets it into their heads to move out of these cities and attack. But this is one of the nastiest fights I was anticipating, actually. So if, yeah, this might be one of the last places we're able to take after, you know, probably should fall before Moscow itself, but not that long before. Okay, good job. Hopefully these guys will not get finished off on the next turn. Although if they get knocked down to 2 strength, they probably will. Okay, good. Entrenchment of 4. Experience of 2. I should have this. Although they did get to attack at the same time as me, but yeah, they usually don't do very good against infantry. So we should get Bryansk on the next turn. I thought these guys were out of ammo. Oh, they got new ammo at some point. Well, shoot, that's a lot more dangerous than I thought they were. Well, we'll still get rid of them. Ouch. It's a pretty experienced Panzer unit that they just beat the crap out of there. Alright, now you retreat here, these guys can deal with you and then march up there to dislodge those Soviets with a little support. Because the Soviets, although they probably don't have much experience, are going to have really high entrenchment. You guys can come over here and finish them. So we're not advancing with like swift and unchecked aggression on any front. But, we are making some headway. Entrenchment of 6. They've got soft attack of 7, ground defense 10, hard attack of 2, ground defense of 5. I can pull them up here and then park them. That way they'll be in a position to help with this later, and if these guys do attack, it will probably not be to their advantage. Alrighty. Did I use all my air power yet? Yeah, used all my air power. Okay. is this battle up here, which is going to get a lot harder now that these guys are here. Rugged defense. Shoot. Really, really didn't want that. Lead with an entrenchment of 2. I was fairly safe from rugged defense. Instead I lose half the tanks in that unit when I'm getting ready to have a throwdown with a bunch of Soviet tanks that were going to be difficult for them to deal with anyway. I guess I'll just use some infantry to soften them up before the next tank goes in there and gets butchered. Not that good, really. Finish these guys off, so that hopefully my tanks can finish off this other infantry unit and get north of the river to help against that last piece of Soviet armor that has shown up. Okay, these guys are really just not going to have an easy time of it here, but at least they didn't get rugged defense. Okay. These guys can come all the way up here. And what good is that going to do? Well, it'll put them in position to fight those Soviets tanks, and you guys should be able to finish them off. Rugged defense by the 71st Soviet Infantry really kinda didn't make my day any nicer than it was before. Let's finish you guys off. You guys need the experience more. The next turn or so I can have a bridging engineer getting people across the river, but in the meantime it's kind of a pain in the butt. I really don't want to root them into that mess. So I'm probably best off just waiting for this bridging engineer to move. In the meantime, you guys, we're going to try to get down here and help. Yay! Good job. Yay! Where do I want them up? Down there or up here to help? This fight's gonna get nasty. There's a lot of guys. This one, I don't know. Probably more needed up here. Sure wish I knew what the layout was over here. Probably more valuable over here scouting this. One guy down there, okay. One guy. Infantry and their transports are getting ahead of the tanks. That's a dangerous business. Nobody else has yet to move. I really don't think it's a good idea to start attacking these guys with the recon vehicle. I guess the recon vehicle could pull up here and find out that there's guys here. There's going to be guys... All these defense lines are going to have, like, infantry every few hexes. So, like, down here, this is going to be a really frustrating place to clear. These guys finishing off this defense here, just to make sure that nobody's sneaking around behind my back. So let's end the turn, and really hope we don't lose that one bridging engineer. Who they are shelling precisely the guy that I was worried about, but they didn't do any damage, so that's good. Now the tanks will probably go after him. No! The tanks did not go after him. The weather is overcast, which is bad news for the Luftwaffe. But overall, things went okay there. Still haven't lost any units. But, yeah, we've got a long fight ahead of us, folks. Alright, no units lost yet, but, sorry, let's do this again. 22 units destroyed of infantry. Yeah, this is going to be a long fight, folks, a long fight. This has been the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching. When we come back, it'll be turns 4 through 5, most likely. And I'll see you for that. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. And remember, Stalin is waiting at the Kremlin. Bye-bye.